Good day and welcome to Vontab Media, your home of sport news and entertainment. The headlines: FIFA President Gianni Infantino faces fresh pressure to resign. Premier League clubs demand clarity over Manchester City's financial charges. Patrick Vieira appointed as the new head coach of Senegal. Chelsea insists Enzo Fernandez is not for sale amid transfer speculations. Tragedy at the Mans Grand Prix as the rider Sam Norton dies in a qualifying crash. Now the details. FIFA President Gianni Infantino is facing a fresh pressure as the football fan groups around the world launch a petition calling for him to resign. The campaign comes after Infantino abandoned plans to bring private investors into FIFA tournaments, include the World Cup. Critics have accused him of making the plan secretly, while UEFA and 3 other continental confederations have also questioned his leadership. The petition, backed by fan groups across all 6 FIFA confederations, is also demanding major reforms to FIFA's governance. For now, Infantino still has strong support in Africa and South America. However, pressure on his leadership continues to grow. Now we move to Premier League. Premier League clubs are demanding clarity over Manchester City's financial charges. Manchester City face more than 100 alleged breaches, but more than 18 months after the hearing ended, there is still no verdict. Arsenal Chief Executive Richard Garlick said everyone wants a quick resolution, while Premier League Chief Executive Richard Masters admits that the case is taking longer than expected. Manchester City continue to deny any wrongdoing. Moving on, Patrick Vieira has been appointed as the new head coach of Senegal, the country where he was born. The 1998 World Cup winner and Arsenal legend replaces Pape Thiaw, who was sacked following Senegal's disappointing World Cup exit. Vieira's main task will be to rebuild the team and restore Senegal to the top of Africa football. The 50-year-old has previously managed Crystal Palace, Nice, Strasbourg and Genoa. He now returned to his country of birth for his biggest international coaching job. It is a new chapter for Vieira, and Senegal will be hoping he can bring the winning mentality that made him a World Cup champion. To Chelsea now. Chelsea boss Xabi Alonso says the club are happy with Enzo Fernandez despite continued transfer speculation. Manchester City are interested in the 25-year-old midfielder, but Chelsea have told his camp that he is not for sale after the £120 million deadline passed without a formal bid. Alonso says Fernandez has returned from the World Cup with a really good attitude and he's training well ahead of Chelsea's Premier League opener. However, his future remains a talking point, with some Chelsea fans even booing him during a recent friendly. For now, Chelsea appear determined to keep their midfielder. Finally, away from football, there has been a tragedy at the Mans Grand Prix as 37-year-old Sam Norton died in a crash during a qualifying on the Isles of Man. He becomes the second rider killed during the year's qualifying, following Mauro Poncini's death on Tuesday. Event organizers have expressed their condolences to Norton's family and friends. That brings us to the end of this edition of the Sport News. Thank you for joining us. Remember to like and subscribe to this channel. We'll be back with more sports, news and updates. Until then, stay tuned and enjoy the rest of your day.